have a question. Once said that your way of speaking is a combination of Advaita and Zen.
I don't know. Did I say that?
That's what I heard. I'll take the blame. But how do you feel about those definitions? Wouldn't you rather do away with definitions?
Well, it's just, actually, I don't really know what I talk about, but it just is convenient to say that. So when you go somewhere, people are like, what's your talk on? You're like, non-duality?
Yeah.
But that fits, not two-ness.
Yeah.
Why not?
Is it still useful to use a definition like that?
It's easy for me. When you have to create a poster or an advertisement for somebody, that's an easy way to say it.
Because there used to be so many traditions, all with their own way of approaching the subject.
Yeah.
Are we moving beyond definitions?
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't know how to define what you're talking about.
No.
It doesn't really matter to me, but maybe it doesn't matter at all.
No, it doesn't. Either people are attracted or not. It doesn't really matter. But it's convenient to say that. And there's some reference point for advertisement. It's only for advertisement. If you say, I'm doing a talk. It sure is beyond definition.
Sorry?
It really is beyond definition.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel definition narrows it down and limits you in your freedom of expression, I think.
Who, me?
Well, from my perspective, I mean,
I don't
who
feel
cares?
that. But I don't feel
what
that.
way you express yourself.
It just comes out. It just comes out. So
Yeah.
I don't feel limited. It just comes out. And I don't really know what I'm going to say. There's not an idea or it's like that.
Yeah.
Even whatever I call it, doesn't really matter.
I had a teacher before I met you, and there were so many times that I really didn't understand what he was talking about, but I didn't give a shit. It just worked. That was fine for me. So in that way, I don't really need a definition. But is a definition a hindrance or is it useful? But it's a sign.
There's not even, life doesn't even exist like that of hindrance and non-hindrance. There is just energy at play. It's hindrance to somebody that thinks they know something about life. It's convenient for a speaker to say this is a hindrance because then you've got more control over your students. To define it like that. It's just energy acting its way out. If you say, oh, that's a hindrance or this is a hindrance, then it's easier to be able to guide them out of the hindrance. This is simply a play of energy, and who you are is not the body but the energy that's playing, and the energy is not of anything. It's not like coming from a human brain. It's undefinable what it comes from, and it's everything simultaneously. That's it. So anything like hindrance, but at the same time I can also see why a speaker would say that in a non-controlling way. And it's not even bad if a speaker is playing the game of control. It doesn't even happen like that. Like there's nobody that can have control over you if there's just one energy playing out. But it just is easier for a speaker to go down that line and say you have a hindrance. The Buddhists always used to tell me I had sloth. And
what?
Sloth and hang on.
Torpor.
Sloth and torpor, which is laziness. Actually, what's torpor? Sloth is laziness.
Right.
Torpor's like dopiness.
Body that doesn't move or react quickly.
Like you were so right.
Yes.
Yeah, and they used to say that was a hindrance. And I had to fight it and be something else. I had to fight my sloth and torpor and be something else. So they used to make me put my head in an ice bucket. But you see, I don't even see that as wrong. It's like that was the perfect play of energy at that moment in time, was putting the head in the ice bucket and then going back to meditating in the middle of winter and then having to go out again. Like, it's not even them an external then, it's all yourself. It's like a dream at night. Can there be anything bad in a dream? Can there be anything, there can be the appearance of something bad, but it's not really bad. It's all made up of dream energy, and the energy's got to do something. If it's going to express, it's got to express something. There is just boundlessness. So who hears that sound? Who sees the light? Who feels the warmth or the coldness? It's endless. When the location or the center goes, there's endlessness, there's boundlessness. You are not limited to what you think you know, what exists in time. Time is appearing in this as another movement of energy. Boundlessness is experiencing itself, and that boundlessness is located everywhere. It's experiencing itself in so many different ways, in the appearance of the character with habits and dynamics. It's experiencing itself as the light, as the room, as the flowers, as the poppies. No, that's called a tulip.
The Dutch national
Yeah.
From Turkey.
From Turkey. Where is the location? Who experiences now? Everything is boundlessness. There is no start and stop to anything. Just in the description of candle, table. But we've taken that world to be a reality. It's so silent and empty and full and loud.